Call the meeting of the Twinsburg Board of Building and Zoning Code Appeals to order. I don't have a copy of the minutes of the last meeting.
I do. Yes, it was pretty easy.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the meeting of March 23rd.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Wilner?
Yes.
Mr. Kanzler?
Yes.
Mr. Griffith? Mr. Jameson?
Yes.
Let's rise for pledging allegiance to our flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. I'd like a motion to move directly from the work session to the regular meeting.
I make a motion that we move from the work session right into the regular session.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Wilner?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Kanzler?
Yes.
And Mr. Jameson?
Yes.
We have one matter on the agenda tonight, and that is a request for a variance from the provisions of 1164 of our zoning code, in which fences in residential areas are limited to 6 feet in height. Oddly enough, if you read 1164 in its entirety, if you are in a residential zone next to a non-residential zone under this very same code, you can have an 8-foot fence on the residential side, but you can only have a 6-foot fence on the commercial side. I don't want to say there's some kind of oddity to that, but I think it spells someone to look into it from City Council and see if a slight amendment might be in order. Would the applicant approach the microphone, please, and identify yourself? And
My name is Jeff Moore with Verizon.
And what is the purpose of your request for a variance?
We're looking for a variance to install an 8-foot fence across the north edge of the property and down the east side of the property as well for security purposes.
And what, is it going to be a normal crosshatch?
The front of the property will be decorative fencing that the general contractor has a rough idea of what that's going to be. The east side of the fence of the property will be just woven fabric coated.
Is it your
marble
experience on the commercial side to normally have an 8-foot fence protecting it from?
Yeah, our neighbor to the west of us, Coca-Cola, does have an 8-foot fence, and we just like to keep that same provision across our property as well.
Understood. Any questions?
No.
Do I have a motion to approve the variance as requested?
I make so. I move that we approve the variance as requested for an 8-foot fence.
Do I have a
Second.
Second. Thank you.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Wilner?
Yes.
Mr. Kanzler?
Yes.
And Mr. Jameson?
Yes.
Variance is granted, and the building department will take care of you from there.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for your
Appreciate it.
attendance.
Swear
We
in.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
I find it totally unnecessary to have to go through this for this type of thing.
We have a question, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
How soon do you want to get your permits? Do we need to waive the 30-day, there's a 30-day waiting period. What I could do at the next council meeting, which will be next Tuesday, is waive that 30 days, and then you can get your permit on Wednesday, correct?
That would help us tremendously, as we're looking at a long lead time on ordering, and he's not going to be able to order until I have approval that we can do this.
Okay. Well, you've got approval from them, it would just be waiving the 30-day period.
That would be great for us to get started, just with lead times with everything. contractors, everything would be quite helpful.
And I assume you swear that what you stated was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but
Oh,
the
yes.
truth.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Any other business?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay.
Any other business before
Bye,
the
guys.
board?
Take
Anything
care.
from city council? Anything from building department?
No, nothing.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Wilner,
Yes.
Mr. Jameson,
Yes.
Mr. Kanzler,
Yes.
and Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Meeting's adjourned.
You have to, for Chris.
Oh, we have to vote.
Oh,
What-
excused for absence.
Oh, okay. Yeah, motion to excuse Chris from the meeting.
I move we excuse Chris Griffith from tonight's meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Brown,
Yes.
Mr. Wilner,
Yes.
Mr. Kanzler,
Yes.
and Mr. Jameson.
Yes.
A motion to adjourn?
Also present is the council member, Mr.
Mr.
Skibidi.
Scavidi is present. Let that be on the record as well. Now can we have a motion to
I think we're
adjourn?
good.
Anybody? Okay, meeting's adjourned. Sort of spontaneous.